To Texas right now with meteorologist Mike Seidel. He is in Port O'Connor for us tonight off of Matagorda Bay there, Mike, where the water's pretty rough tonight, and we think overnight is when some of the heavier bands of rain just begin.
Yes, indeed. Well, we just had a band come through, Mike. It rained hard for about 5 minutes. We had one earlier. It rained hard for about 10 minutes. So they're spaced out. We're not getting any training. You can see that on the radar. Sarah Dillingham back there running the graphics for me tonight. Appreciate that here on a weekend night. Keeping you updated here with Beta. And you can see what I'm talking about. They're rotating down the coast from Freeport down through Matagorda Bay and right into here, Matagorda Beach and then Matagorda Bay. This is Matagorda Bay, and in that direction you get up to Port Lavaca. We covered Harvey from there because it was much safer than being down towards Port Aransas as a major hurricane came in. But look at the wash tub effect here. Whoa, little spray, little salt water here. The tide is coming in. It'll be high at midnight, 1 a.m., so we expect the waves to hit this wall and crash up here. We're not expecting any water in any of the homes here. They're all built up on stilts. Water rise so far, the highest today about 2.5 feet or so. We've got a surge prediction from the National Hurricane Center. We're going with 2 to 4 feet. There is a storm surge warning for this part of the coast. And again, the wind, not especially strong so far. We haven't had those squalls, and that's where you get the strongest winds with tropical weather, whether it's a storm or hurricane. When they come in, I mean, you can get a gust 50, 60, 70 miles an hour. The winds just kick right up, but we haven't had that. Our peak wind gusts I've seen so far, about 36, 37 miles an hour. Winds right now sustained at about 20 miles an hour, but it is mixing up the bay. Remember, we have the barrier islands up and down the coast here up to Galveston, all the way down towards South Padre, and they act as a barrier. We've got inlets so boats can get in and out of the Gulf, but they act as a barrier and a block to stop the big waves from coming in. So we're not getting 8 to 10 footers here, but certainly 3 to 4 footers crashing on the seawall and giving you the effect of this very choppy Matagorda Bay. So the flash flood watch kicks in this evening, goes through Tuesday evening. Again, it's a real tough forecast, Mike, on how much rain we get in any particular location, because this is not like a Sally, where we had a big core. We knew how fast it was going. It came in, and the numbers, as we know, were 20, 30 inches, but that was forecasted. Right now, we're generally thinking top totals about 4 or 5 inches. We'll see how it all shakes out, but if it doesn't all come down at once, that'll be all for the better, as we saw with Sally.
Yeah, that really is key. If you can space it out over the course of like 2 days, I think we'll be in really good shape. There are some spots in Texas where we're dry, so it might be welcome news in some spots. Mike, thanks so much. That's Mike Seidel for us tonight. He is in Port O'Connor, Texas.